Hey guys, Omni here. Today we're going to be checking out the first episode of the Willow sequel series over on Disney+. Now, it's not even been a full year since I've seen the original film for the first time. It was one of our poll winners over on Patreon and the YouTube membership side of things. They voted on that, and that was the first time I'd actually watched it. I didn't really know too much about it except that Warwick Davis and Val Kilmer were in it originally. So going into it, it was honestly like quite the surprise. It was such a weird world that they kind of lived in, and it was just a lot of fun. I am sad now because back then when I recorded that, I was only doing the reaction poll winners for those as watch-alongs at the time, just because I didn't have the time or the resources to really edit those things down for YouTube. And now I have, and that's what I've been doing with the winners. And I was thinking about, because the show was coming about, and I don't know how I feel about it because I don't feel great about it because I don't have the original footage anymore. So if I were to release the highlights of my reaction to the film, it would likely not be as high quality as far as the image would go because it is a little more compressed. It is on the older setup because it was over a year ago, and it would have, like, even if we cropped it in, during the reaction, there would be hints of the time code still. So I don't know if anybody would even want to watch that or if it would be aesthetically pleasing to watch. However, if you do want to see the full-length reaction to the film, you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access to it as well. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. You also get the same thing for all the shows and movies that we cover here. They are all in watch-along format, so you just see every footage with time codes and reaction to the entire thing. You will get the same thing for this show. But with that all said and down the way, guys, that clunky-ass intro, let's go ahead and jump into episode 1. Here we go. Ooh, is this going to be structured like a chapter, like chapters of a book? That would be interesting.
A child was born. Elora Dannon. Relentlessly pursued by the forces of darkness, Elora was rescued by two unlikely heroes. A Nelwyn farmer who dreamt of being a sorcerer. Willow was a man.
Oh, he's such a baby. Look how young he is then.
Willow had a vision. One day, an ancient evil would rise again and destroy the future Empress, and her end would herald a new dark age.
Yeah, can't do that.
Her true identity concealed.
Wow.
It was the only way I could protect her.
Interesting. What happened to Mad Mardigan, though? That's what I want to know. Like, how are they gonna address all of that? What in the world?
I almost had you. Oh, don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, I spoke to Valentine earlier.
Princess! I bring word from the Queen!
Are we under siege? I take it my brother's been called home too?
The prince, I believe, is hunting in the Western Wood.
Hunting? I wonder who's hunting today.
You've got a bit of a reputation. I mean, if you heard some of the things they say about you, things I know aren't true.
Some of them, I'm not that guy anymore.
Eric, I love you.
Your lordship,
Awkward.
King Hastur with a great host was seen riding into the Vale.
I'm afraid your mother insists you're presentable when they arrive.
You know, like, it looks clean, it's shot clean, but something about it still has that old feel to it. Like in the writing, the framing, and even the set in an oddly kind of way. Like the production design has a little bit of a dated feel to it. Already kind of feels a little, I don't know, a little nostalgic. Oh, really? God! I didn't know he was in here either. Damn. That's interesting.
So I have to marry that one. And have you spoken to him yet?
Yes, I...
He knows Spider-Man.
You know, they say you're quite the swordsman, too. Best in Tir Asleen.
No, definitely not the best. Second best.
Uh-oh. Does he actually care? Or care that he got caught?
Say there was a tournament for my hand. We were competing. Do you think you would win?
You want me to?
Are you scared you might blind my pretty twin brother?
Showed everyone in that room exactly what you are. A petulant child who needs to grow up.
I'm a prisoner. Sentenced to a life I didn't even choose.
No one chooses their life, Kit.
Or their mom.
That's right. And if you think I'm tough, you should have met mine.
Fine.
Oh, God.
Go to bed, both of you. In the morning, you will apologize to the king. Then you will marry him.
This does have a very Disney Channel vibe to it so far.
Everybody loves you because you're so charming and fun. As long as they don't expect anything from you. Because the moment that they do, you'll just leave.
I'm not him. Kid, I'm not going anywhere.
Huh. So Mad Mardigan just left. Sounds about right.
I'm leaving. I'm looking for something, and it's not here. Beyond the barrier.
Yeah, we all felt that tension, man. Those look familiar. Hell yeah. Dude, what in the world? What in the world? God!
Please be careful.
I'm always relatively careful.
For your strength.
Right. Definitely gonna do that.
Definitely takes after his father. Oh gosh. Dude, these things are wicked, man. I don't know, this squad is pretty badass. And their designs, man. Backed off from her. Yo. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that. Dude, I love little Banff dude here. God damn. Hell yeah.
We have to find him. We have to rescue him. I appreciate your affection for the prince, but these are serious matters, and I assure you, everything that can be done will be.
Battle muffins.
Mother, I said I think I should go west to search for
I
Erik.
heard you.
I'll go. I've known Erik since the day he was born, and he's as close to a son as I'll ever have, at least that I'm aware of.
You're just the leader this expedition needs.
Me too. Where the princess goes, I go.
In that case, so is Graydown.
And what now?
You let your bride-to-be travel beyond the barrier without
It's
you.
not ideal, but I'd learn to live with it.
Oh my god, he's always a fucking little weasel. I love it.
Get off. You've been beyond the barrier.
Aye, and it's no place for children.
Be their guide. And I'll pardon all your crimes.
Really? Even the one in the haberdashery with... Yeah, I just like the feel of velvet on my...
Even that.
Okay. Madness! As good as setting him free.
He'll see it done. Not for a pardon. Not for me. It's a square debt with an old friend.
Where would we even look? You can't track something that flies.
Which is why.
Are we supposed to know who he is? Because I don't recognize him at all. Tony Revolori, man.
Hey, don't worry. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff I've done that you haven't.
I think someone's following us.
You know, that's what I thought. Then I realized you have to be pretty daft to follow us, considering we're all gonna die.
Wait, you think we're gonna die?
What we have comes around once, maybe, if you're lucky. And there is nothing we wouldn't do for each other.
Have you ever been in a fight?
You mean like verbally?
Like defending yourself against someone who wants to hurt you?
No. Have you?
Nope.
Somebody's got to cook, right?
Are you any good?
I'm phenomenal.
She's not coming with us, Boorman.
When we get out there, it's not gonna matter who your parents are or what you think you deserve. Because the world is bigger than you can possibly imagine. It doesn't give a damn about any of you.
Possum stew?
Yeah, half this group needs a fucking reality check.
It wasn't built to protect the realm. It was built for Elora Danan.
What happened to her?
People say she's dead, but the prophecy says that one day she'll return and unite the world against forces of darkness. Truth is, no one actually knows.
My mother knows. Pretty sure my father knew too. I think he snuck her out of the castle one night and took her somewhere far away where nobody would find her, and then stayed with her.
That's what they meant
Is that what you really
by
think,
him
or
leaving.
what you want to believe?
Why would I want to believe that he chose her instead of us?
I don't know. Maybe because, you know, sometimes it's just easier to hate them.
I like this guy. Well, he's trying. Just persistent, I'll give her that, man. Muffin Girl and Thief Guy. And, Knight. What's her... I never remember her name. Erin Kellyman.
As he stirs from his deathless slumber deep below the surface, the harbinger of the worm will come.
Harbinger of the Worm. Oh no. Dude, go. Run.
Unbelievable.
You got to admire her persistence.
No, she's gonna get herself killed.
What did I say? You're not the boss of me, princess.
I think we should keep her.
Nobody asked you, Boorman.
Shut up, Boorman.
Enough. Eric doesn't have time. I don't care if you like each other. We're all in this together now.
All in this together.
If you're not vigilant at each moment, I swear you will not survive.
I knew that was coming. I was like, it felt in my bones. Yo!
What are you doing?
How in the world that not fuck up their horses?
That was incredible. How'd you get him to... I've never
Is it
seen
feather
horses do that.
fall?
What does Sugalan mean?
It's an ancient Angorian word. It means stop.
Oh god. He's my favorite.
I just think you should be in love with someone before you commit to spending the rest of your life with them, right?
What about our responsibility to unite the realm?
One day you and I are gonna be in charge. When that day comes, we don't have to do things the way our parents did.
Aw. That's true. We're gonna grow on this adventure, guys. Excuse me.
Are you sure this is the same village my mother was talking about?
It's the only village in the valley.
What happened?
And if you're not careful, it'll happen to you too.
We're looking for the sorcerer, Willow.
Congratulations. You found him.
You're Willow?
Yep, that's me. Willow.
Willow.
I've retired, so jog on.
My mother is Sorsha. She sent me here to come find you. She told me that once long ago you stood together against the forces of evil and defeated them.
She is who she claims to be.
My brother Arik was taken by...
The Gales.
The what?
Your brother's alive, a prisoner of the Withered Crone, who dwells in the immemorial city that lies beyond the Shattered Sea.
The four who came to Tir Asleen are her servants.
I'm sorry, did you say beyond the Shattered Sea? Okay. Princess,
I'm out.
I've traveled all across the world and I've met some real magical Marvins, but I've never met anyone who crossed the Shattered Sea. That's where all the maps end.
And that's where we must go. Beyond the edge of our world. Into the unknown. It's the only way to...
What are you?
Yellowfell. Erin. Thorn Revelot.
She's Allura! What the fuck?
So good to see you, Allura.
That's not... I'm not. I'm nobody.
I was like, there's gotta be a reason we didn't give her an actual name.
Best hope against the evil coming to destroy us all.
What?
That cut to the credits. Well, that was interesting. There's a lot of things I liked about it, but I gotta say, the dialogue and the characterizations at times feels very like Disney Channel. But the vibe and the tone and the aesthetic, I'm really kind of gelling with. Like I said earlier on, it has this feeling, this dated quality to it, that while it looks nice, pristine, clean, like with the visuals, with the cameras, with all the technical improvements that have come with time, something about it, like the production design, the set design, and the way it's proceeding still feels like it was made around the same time as the original film to me. Lots of questions left up in the air. Her being Allura just kind of proves that, like, Kit's thought or hope or belief that her father took off with her Allura to hide her and protect her somewhere, or at least that's what she had hoped. That's not true, because she's clearly just been at the castle the entire time. What does everybody think is going on? That's interesting. I thought we would hold off on some kind of reveal with Allura's truth for maybe the majority of the season or something like that. I didn't expect us to knock that one out in the first episode. This Boorman, it plays like we should know who he is. But I took a second to take a look at the cast list and all this stuff and reskim through the first movie, and he's not, his name doesn't pop up at least. So, like, I don't know who he's supposed to be. Or just some thief who's got this rapport with Sorsha that's, I mean, there's been years in the timeline where stuff's happened. So it just played like we should know who he is. All the little hints, all the little callbacks, there's a lot of fun. These this foursome that assaulted the kingdom, they were all really badass. Like, especially their designs, like the character designs were really, I don't know, there was a very like Guillermo del Toro vibe to some of them, particularly the one with the whip and the shape-shifting, crow or vulture or whatever that one was, that then, became humanoid and started skittering around all like weird. And then we had the big hulking dude with like the spike beef arms and then the cage on his head. Just bow. And then the blind sorcerer just bamfing around like an evil nightcrawler. And then he infected the Ralph Fiennes. So like, I don't know what's going to happen with that. He's probably going to transform into something. Maybe he's like, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, given Val Kilmer and his state and stuff like that. I would understand the children, like, resenting his disappearance, but as like for respect out of Val and his role, it would feel weird to me if the whole reveal in the end, if it does hold true that he did just make off and leave. I would hope that there's something more than that. I would hope there's something that wouldn't kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth for that role or for Val or anything like that. Just out of respect, at least. They really did hold off on Warwick till the end, which I kind of expected. I didn't think we'd see him until the very end of this, and I'm excited to see him join the team. Tony Revolori, I guess he was in the trailers. I don't remember seeing him. He adds an interesting dynamic to it. He does still kind of feel a little like Flash Thompson-y, to be honest, but maybe that's just Tony himself. He does kind of come off like that just in general. But yeah, the Kit, there's gonna be an arc. There's got to be an arc. Like Erin, I understand where she's coming from. I get it. I like her drive, her characterization so far. Tony Revolori, he's the comic relief right now, but it seems like, you know, being free from that performance he had to put on there, maybe we'll see some growth with that character. Dove or Allura, really curious about her because she's basically a blank slate and she just cooks. That's it. That's all we really know about her right now. Kit has just this chip on her shoulder with everything that's going on with her pride and her skill. There's a lot of pride involved and there's a lot of hubris involved right now, which comes with being her age and being locked up like she's been. She doesn't have a taste of the world or hardship. Like Boorman said, it's like, listen, you're all talking shit to each other, but none of you has been outside the barrier. None of you know pain. None of you know actual hardship, starving, scavenging for food. So this is going to wake up a lot of people. Right now, Kit's just abrasive. She's just one of those characters that's going to take some time, and we'll hopefully see her grow out of it. But her brother, though, interesting enough, he subverted a lot of our typical expectations for him early on, though I don't know how genuine he was. He did seem legitimately upset and hurt that he had upset and hurt Dove. Man, it's weird. I got to get used to calling her Allura already. But he's been kidnapped by these folks, and I guess it's a quest to get him back right now. It'll probably evolve into more. There's this inscription they found at the gate talking about this beast or this entity beneath the surface of the earth, this worm, which, depending on the meaning, could be a worm or it could be a worm, like a drake, like a dragon, which I would hope it's a dragon. That would be badass. Let's do that. We got a new prophecy. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of setup. There's things about it that I really did enjoy, but it's mostly just the dialogue and just the way we were introduced to some of the characters. Our lead is just one of those characters that just started off completely unlikable to me. The entire thing. Like, I like the supporting cast so far, but like when your lead is coming off like that, and I know it's to give us a starting point for growth, it's just hard to latch on in the beginning. But I'm confident that we will be where we need to be by the end of it. But guys, what'd you think of this? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, you check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, man. Cher, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this episode, and I will be back next week for the next one. We'll see how this goes. But guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.